Your boy done traveled back in time to 1998 and got himself some vintage art supplies. So let's try them out. Don't fact check that story, it definitely happened. But, no, in all seriousness, we do got this calligraphy set. I seen one of these going on eBay for $23, a 1998 vintage set, but I got this specific one from Goodwill. I've always wanted to try calligraphy because my handwriting is just horrible, I'm gonna just admit it. But it does come with full instructions on how to use all the stuff that's in it. We're gonna open it up and look at it right now. This is a Schaefer calligraphy set for the beginner. This is all about introducing you to the fine art of lettering. It has all the instructions on how to use everything that's on the inside of it. As you see up here, it comes with a free sample pack, so you got a bunch of little test papers to try out. And then over here it says see results in as little as 4 easy steps. We'll see about that because my handwriting says otherwise. Also, it actually folds up, and then probably have to turn that sideways to get it all on screen there, but the top piece has a lot of information. And then here's all the stuff that's inside. 3 different nibs, we got 3 different pen holders, and then I don't know if these are different types of inks or just different types of colors, but since I got this from Goodwill, plus it's pretty old, they still do have ink in them. I checked them all before I started the video, but I haven't really opened this yet, so I ain't really took a real good look at it. I don't really know. I guess it opens from the side, so we can fold this down. Then a little flap on the side here, it opens it up. But I guess we'll get a look at the back real quick. Here's the contents of the box before we open it all the way. Shows you everything that's in the box. Hopefully y'all can see that. Quite a bit of stuff in here. There's a little bit more in here. All right, that looks like that's everything that's in the box. So I'll go ahead and set this to the side. Got an envelope since 1801. So I guess they've been at it for 200 years. Well, 200 years plus. I guess they get at what they... I guess they're good at what they do. I guess they're good at what they're they do. Daggum. I felt like Porky the Pig there, just well, that's all, folks. Just end the video there. But alright. But inside this envelope, we got another envelope. And another envelope. No, alright, I'll quit. I guess these are like for little greeting cards. And then yeah, these are like little cards that have a little seam in it, so you can fold these in half. And then we got a nice little bit of grid line paper right here. Then it shows you how to hold your nibs. So a 45 and 30 degree angle. And it's nice and thick too. Oh no, there's multiple. Alright. So it folds out, there's 3 altogether. So, and then here we have the step-by-step instructions guide. I'm kind of like Jazza when it comes to instructions. I don't really like to read them, but I like the way these letters look though. I'll probably do a little test and try to do my last name and try to do it with these letters. I don't know if the camera can pick that up, but it shows you which direction on each letter to move your pen in. So it shows you how to do all the letters and the numbers, capital and lowercase. And there's quite a few different fonts in here. Then they tell you how to clean and take care of your pens. And for the moment we've all been waiting for, the actual pens. So it seems we got a blue pen, a black pen, and a green pen. I don't know if these are specifically made for each one of these different nibs, or if you can put any of the nibs in any of the pens and they'll all work. I tried to look in the book. The book really didn't show me much. It was mostly just different fonts. So we're just gonna figure it out. But it seems we got a fine tip nib, then a little bit bigger one, about a medium size, and then we got a larger tip nib. I don't know what all this stuff's called either. I think they're called nibs. I'll get all these out with you here in a second. So we got peacock blue, gray, lavender, burgundy, king's gold, red, and blue. And then for the darker colors, we got brown, 2 EM greens, 2 jet blacks, and 2 blue blacks. Alright, well now that we got everything out and looked at everything, now it's time to assemble one of the pens and do our first little test, shall we? And for my first little test, I'm just going to take one of the little greeting cards and then just write my last name, Shaw, on it. And let's get right into it. I got all my inks still sitting out here in front of me. I'm going to use the blue pen, get the red cartridge. I actually did find in the instructions where it told me how to assemble the pen. All you gotta do is unscrew the pen, put your ink down in it, and then get whichever nib you want to use. So I'm using the medium sized nib. And then you just, it says screw this on, and that should pop through the ink cartridge on the inside there. Alright, it's screwed all the way on, so it should be popped through there. Now I ain't turned it upside down yet, so we ain't got no ink on our brush, but I actually got to get the instructions back out so I can get the right font I want. This one looks pretty cool, so I'm gonna go with this one. Alright, so I guess since this stuff's never been opened and never been used, it took a minute to get the ink to flow. I got scared a little bit. This ain't really how the book's showing it. I'm kind of taking a little bit of creative liberties, but overall, I'm still kind of just following what the book is telling me. And there we have my last name, even though I don't really like the way this turned out. I don't know what I can do to salvage this. All right, not too bad, not too bad for my first ever little calligraphy attempt. So after getting a little bit more practice in, I don't want to say I know what I'm doing, but I can say I'm a little bit more comfortable with what I'm doing. My handwriting's still questionable. That didn't change. But for my final test, I'm going to do a Happy Halloween kind of greeting card. I don't know if it's not a greeting card. It's just going to be a little, it's just going to say Happy Halloween, okay? Alright, for my last piece, I'm going to throw some jet black ink into this black cartridge. There we go. Once you got the flow, you know you're ready to go. And now I'm nervous because this is where it begins. I don't even know how I'm going to do the bat. I don't even know if y'all can see this, but it says Happy Halloween with a little bat and then like a cobweb at the bottom. I kind of like that. I kind of like dragging the pen and then just like lifting up one side so one corner can kind of scratch. Trying to replicate that a little bit on this side, but I'm just messing that side up is what I'm doing. Yeah, I really like how this side turned out. That side, not so much. Alright, I like how the H turned out. I started kind of getting the hang of it there. I ain't gonna lie though, this is so satisfying to do. It makes you feel like your handwriting is really good. I'm gonna tell you right now, my handwriting looks like a kindergarten's handwriting. I don't like how the E's turned out right here. I don't know what I can do to fix it. Yeah, there we go. That looks a little bit better. Is this considered cheating in the calligraphy world? Going back over? Well, if it is, I guess I'm cheating. Oh man, I kind of smudged it up a little bit. I'm just gonna make it part of the drawing then. We don't make mistakes, just happy little accidents around here, okay? If you mess up, use it. And I ain't gonna lie, I like how that shaded out. Happy little accidents. Try to just do a little bit on the bat wing as well. So far, it looks actually kind of cool. I'm gonna see if I can do some of that shading that we did down there up here. Need a little ink right here. Oh yeah, I kind of messed it up. I didn't let it dry fast enough. But like I said, we'll just use it. I'm still not finished yet. I want to go back in with the red. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm doing. Oh well, I'm just smudging ink all over the place. This went south very quickly. And then I just splattered some of that red, smacked some of these up. Just trying to use some of that dirtiness to our advantage. Just gonna get some of this black from the bat up here and kind of work it in this side, since I did a little bit on this side too. If you can make your mistakes look like they were intentional, then they're no longer mistakes. But overall, I'm happy with how my little Happy Halloween message turned out. Black and red's my favorite colors. Turned out spooky. I might put it in a little frame and frame it up for the Halloween season. But this definitely did get me interested in calligraphy. But look into their company. I'm gonna see what type of pens they got, what types of inks they got. Maybe order some more, then do a more recent review of some of their newer products. But I'm super happy with how today's art turned out. It started going a little south when my hand kind of started smudging all the ink because I wasn't paying attention. I feel like I used it to my advantage and still come out with a piece I'm happy with. But this set is from 1998, so you can't complain too much, I guess. But like I said, I want to look the company up and get more up-to-date, more modern pens and try those out. And who knows, I might use these in a future video to try to do some art, not just letters and all that, but actual some type of artwork. I'm wanting to try to do like a samurai or something like that, something Japanese themed. I'm just in the mood to do something like that. Tell me how well you think I did in the comments, or if you have any art you want to show me, I'd love to see it over on my Instagram. But y'all already know, like, comment, subscribe, share with a friend, and I'll see you next week.